What up, boys and girls? We got a another little slate today. Weird. Uh, Normally they haven't really been doing a night slate for us. They've just basically ran like a turbo, but I guess we got a main slate. I mean, it's a little far gamer today, if you can call it that. How are we feeling, Smitty?
Yeah, pretty good. Overall, the slate's not too bad, but there's only the pitching's pretty rough. But other than that, it's pretty decent slate.
Pitching's uglier than Javi Baez swinging at a slider. So yeah. I'll be interested to see. Really, right? It's where's Joker land for me, right? Like I know he's going to be the chalk, but he's coming down now, which is good. I think some people are pivoting off of him, and if we can get it across like multiple slates, for me, if I can get him 40% or less, like I'm okay. Like I'll be all right with that. But I'm not taking him at 50 or 60. Like there's just like 0% chance. Like I wrote it in my article. Like if he's that high, you just got to go the other side. So, how you feeling about Joker today?
Yeah, I like him on these 4 game slates. It's more about just game theory than it really is playing who you want to play. So I like him, but I will have some Angels as well.
Yep, same. Like I'm gonna make sure I'm there, especially if you guys are playing micro, right? Like I'll be overweight on the Angels just to offset some of that ownership, right? So Smitty talks about that. Um, so and then so I like my two favorite guys today. If I'm going there, is Mikolas, because I don't think anybody's going to throw him. I just right. It's the Reds. I don't think he's going to right. Like I think they're going to like back off him a little. And I think dollar for dollar, he might be the best value on the slate today.
Yeah, good game total, good price, and then he's been pretty decent lately. So I don't mind going there. If he gets you 15, I think you're fine with that on this slate.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. If he gets you 15 and then right and forbid he gets you 18 or like 20, 21, then you're like, I think you're ahead. Um, uh, I'll go Barrios over Rodon. Just a thing. I don't pitch Rodon. I don't care what the matchup is. I just got a thing. I don't pitch him like that. Like you don't have to follow me. Mike agrees with me in the projections though. It's just a thing for me. Like I don't like a lot of 2-pitch pitchers. Like you got to be mad. You got to be magical for me when you're a 2-pitch pitcher. And Rodon just hasn't done it since he's gone to New York. So I'm not there. The other spot I like is it's a double-edged sword for me. I like a little lively, but I love KC. So I want both sides of that game.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same Rodon and Barrios. I don't really want to play either, but I lean more towards Rodon, but I don't really love it. Neither team really strikes out, so I kind of like the Mikolas, and then Abbott, I guess, is fine too, just for his K upside.
Yeah, and I don't mind a little Barrios just to get there, right? Like, but man, the Yankees don't K a ton, so that's my issue there. And then lineups. Let's see. I got to get over to lineups. I haven't got a chance to look since I did the article earlier. Okay, we got a couple lineups. All right. I like the Yankees lineup. It's about what I expect. I love Ben Rice at $2,700 batting fifth today, right? Like that's a great way to punt first. So, yep.
Yeah, I like that. I kind of like the bottom, the cheap lefties like Rice, Wells, and Grisham. Just getting a little 3-man Yankees looks pretty good.
Yep, give you the lefties, right? Because Barrios splits are there. And I like the Blue Jays a little bit. I just, Springer's back up batting fifth, but he hasn't hit. I'm still a Schneider fan at second base. I wouldn't play him in outfield, but at second base, it's nice at $4,200. And then, that's kind of where I'm going in that game. I don't love the Reds Cards game. Like I said, I like the pitching side. The total's low. So I'll probably, I do like, I like Mikolas. I don't mind India because he's batting leadoff today, right? Like I'll be overweight on India. because he's only $3,500 and he's batting leadoff. So I'll definitely have some overweightness there.
Yeah, I like that. India's been good. If I go to Reds, it's probably more mini stacks than anything, but really,
Yep.
that's not really my favorite game to target.
So, and the spot that's cheap today is Marte got reactivated today. So he's back, guys, after his roid suspension. That kid's got a lot of upside, man, a lot of upside. So, and he's only $3,700. I'll probably play him on principle today. I like the Kate for bats. I like the KC Guardians game. I like both sides of that. I really like Witt today versus Lively. I love MJ. He's finally pulled his head out of his butt and getting it going. Massey's batting fifth, so I like that side. And then top of the lineup. The problem with Cleveland is they're expensive. I don't mind going Sheenman down low, right? Give me $3,100 in the outfield, maybe a little Naylor at catcher. But this is the game I want to target bat wise.
Yeah, same here. It's probably my favorite game on the slate. I like both teams. Like you said, Cleveland's expensive, but there's some value hitters you can mix in or pitching, try and fit them in, but they look pretty good.
Yeah. And then, we got the Tigers, Angels, like you heard us talk about. Because of Flattery's ownership, you got to play a couple Angels. I'll throw the lefty bats against them just because his splits have been a lot worse. I'll be interested to see what they do with Moniak. Do they leave him at the bottom or they move him up today? But, Chanel, Luis, maybe a little Ward. I might even play a little Willie today, go with the nephew, play a little Willie and get him in. And I mean, the Tigers, you can play Wiley Green anytime you want. I think he's one of the better bats, today. I want to see the lineup for the Tigers, but I'm not going to have a ton of exposure there.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I think the Tigers could go over-owned in this spot, but I do like Colt Keith and Riley Green, and I like getting to some Angels against Flaherty.
Yeah, so that's my thing is I think, everybody's going to attack the pin. And it's the Angels. They'd also give up 15 runs. So, the Tigers can score 2. They can score 17 today. And neither one of them I'd be like, oh, okay. That's kind of would be my reaction to that. But looking at their ownership and where they're going to land, I kind of want to fade that spot. So, but yeah, nice little 4-game slate. Montgomery is still suffering from the Boris brokenness. Now, he did get a little hosed today. Half the runs he's given up are unearned. But, yeah, it's there. So, all right. Who you like going yard today, buddy? Who's your moonshot?
I'm going with J-Ram today.
All right. I'll go the other side. I think Mr. Witt's gonna yank one.
I like
so it. We'll stack that game up there. Oh, hey, we got our Cleveland lineup. I can't leave now. I gotta see the lineup. Let's look at it. Oh man, my boy. They moved Sheeterman up to second, boys and girls. I'm all over him now. Listen, I liked him before, but $3,100 back in second. That helps that stack a lot. To get some exposure. So I'll be all in on Sheeman today.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go have a fun time, and we'll see y'all boys in the streets. Maybe if the stream will ever end.
Chad Cool.